Item number 6, bike lane striping improvement project. Ben Moody.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council. Last meeting, or a couple meetings back, we came forward with a proposed project to basically construct a bike lane striping improvement project to eliminate the right turn conflicts at intersections around town. I don't know if you could see. Is there a little better one? This area right here. Over time, the standards have changed for bike lanes and their position, and basically the new standard is to move them away from the curb and put them in the through lane, so they don't have the conflicts with the right turn lanes crossing over and potentially hitting people in that lane. So the city qualified for a highway safety improvement program. It was a federal funded project for about $115,000. We put a project together that identified the right turn conflicts around intersections throughout the city and put that out to bid. The bid came in, the engineer's estimate was $136,000. We received one bid, unfortunately, for $128,000. So the good thing was it was under estimate. It was a little less bidding results than we wanted. I believe that part of the low bidder turnout is due to the type of work. Typically, there's about 3 main stripers in the area. Usually, they're subcontractors. They're not really in the contract administration business where they coordinate different subs and handle federal projects with some of the federal requirements for contract administration. And so we kind of reached out to find out what was going on, why they didn't bid. We also reached out to Caltrans to make sure with the one bid result that based on the pricing and the turnout that we'd be able to move forward. And we received Caltrans approval that it was acceptable. And so with that, we'd like to ask Council's permission to approve items A through C to award the contract to Crisp Company of Fremont, California, in the amount of their bid of $128,188, and then authorize finance to make the city manager execute the contract on behalf of the city and appropriate dollars as necessary for the project. And I'd be happy to answer any questions with that.
Thank you, Mr. Moody. Any questions?
Mr. Mayor, if I may ask a question, Mr. Moody. Mr. Moody, has the Crisp Company provided service to the city in the past, and have those services been met the expectation of Public Works?
Yes. Crisp Company is one of the main stripers that we've seen on various striping projects. They've performed. I believe they actually have a sub office out of Woodland, and they're one of the main subs for us on any of the projects that have come forward. They regularly do a few jobs a year for us on miscellaneous projects.
Okay, thank you.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they just did the Garden Highway project recently, I believe, too.
You know, I'm not positive, but they might have. I know that they're regularly in town, and they've also done past city striping projects. Mm-hmm. Usually biannually, we put out a maintenance striping contract, and I know that they've in the past have been one of the contractors selected to do that.
All right. Any other questions or comments?
Move to approve A, B, and C to award the contract.
Second that motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously.